You have such a beautiful voice. And I know that being in entertainment, you have just traveled this country and delighted many people. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got to be where you're at today?
Oh, definitely. It's interesting you said that it's like a bird.
Yes.
My mother sang. And she always said that. She said, listen to the birds. And the birds actually give you what we call riffs.
Okay.
Because they make all these little sounds and they move it around.
Yes, they
if
do.
you listen to them, actually they're teaching you to sing because they sing every day.
Yes, they do.
And because my mother sang, it was very easy. I never woke up to an alarm clock.
Wow.
I woke up to my mother singing every day.
Did she sing professionally?
No. She was a pastor's daughter.
Okay.
So the teaching at that time was kind of women were to stay a little more laid back.
I know, yeah.
And be seen, maybe be seen, but definitely not heard.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so all the things that she told me that she wanted to do, I took them. Like she wanted to be a model, so I did some modeling before.
Wow.
She was a singer, but she wouldn't sing in public by herself. She would sing in groups, she would sing in ensembles, she would sing in choirs.
Okay.
But not as a soloist.
Oh.
So I took that on.
Okay.
I could sing by myself.
Yeah.
And so started out with my father as an evangelist before he became a pastor. And we started singing as a family group. We were called the Smith Singers.
Oh, really?
Right here in the Chicagoland area.
Okay, so you, your dad, and your mom?
No, the children.
The children.
Right.
So how many brothers, how many sisters?
I have 2 brothers and I have 3 sisters. One of them I have already lost, but I have 2 still remaining.
Okay.
And there were 6 of us.
Wow.
And we traveled in an a cappella group.
So no music?
No music.
Wow. That means, see, now they really had to be able to sing to do that.
Because you just couldn't just.
You can't
You
hold anybody's attention
You gotta sound like
without
something.
music if you can't sing.
Right.
Well, you know what? I'm just looking forward to your lullabies this evening because that's what they sound like. You know, they're just
What
so
brought that
dynamic.
on in regards to you all? You know, your dad, and I would take it that your dad actually brought you all together to sing. What brought that on when, if nothing else, at that particular time for him and his wife, you know, all Mom did was, you know, sing around the house. What was it that brought him to that point to bring you all together then to allow you, especially with the females?
Well, it was a new time. My grandfather would be born in the 1800s, whereas my father was born in the early 1900s. So a little different time. And what he needed was, when he preached, he needed to have a choir because he was an evangelist for a while. So, you know, you're preaching from church to church, from here, from state to state. He did all the Midwestern states. And then we'd go down to Mississippi, where I'm born, and preach there. So it's great if you can have your own choir.
Yes.
You know, music is very, very powerful.
Absolutely. Ooh. Music
So
will
you-
put you to sleep at night and wake you up in the morning.
And keep you moving all during the day. So the music was you know, you want your intro music, you want someone to bring you on. And so we would bring him on when he had to preach. And then after you finish, you want some more music, right? So it was very easy for me because my mother sang. And when my father wanted my mother to sing after he preached, she would say she couldn't because her father had taught her against that.
Oh, yeah.
So I
Don't
could
those
do it,
old
though.
records stay in our minds?
Especially records that are placed in you as a child.
Yes.
By someone that you have reverence for, someone that you respect, someone that you're humbled by.
Yes.
So if someone that you really have to pay respect to says something to you, it can demit you as a child, or it can augment you.
Exactly.
So she decided that she could not sing by herself because she didn't be heard.
Okay.
When you're singing in a group or an ensemble or a choir, nobody really hears just you, they hear everybody.
That's right. That's right.
So when my father couldn't get her to do that, I knew I could do it.
Oh.
So I said, Daddy, I can sing. And so he said, okay. And I said, well, don't you want to hear me? Because he was busy still begging my mother to sing, right? And I said, don't you want to hear me? And he said, Okay, because I was a little girl at the time. I was about 4 when I was that
Really?
persistent. Mhm.
4?
Yes.
Did any of your sisters or brothers sing?
They all sang.
They all sang.
Everybody sang, but I was the one that decided to continue.
So did they ask to sing for him too? Or
No.
you were the
She
persistent?
I was
the
the one.
outgoer right there.
Right.
You were
I was
Let
the
me
one.
do that, Daddy.
Uh-huh.
And he said,
I can do
"Oh,
it."
let her do it then." Okay.
And at that time, the song that I knew that my mother had already sung around the house was Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. And he said, wow. He said, we got a mockingbird.
You know what? I almost forgot we was on TV. You know how some things just like really captivate
Yes,
you. I have heard that sung
Yes.
before, but just the way you just
Yes.
sung that, you know, my heart hurts that you stopped.
Yes.
You know, it's like carry it on, please sing that. You know, and it's just so amazing. You have a gift,
Yes,
a
she does.
talent,
Yes.
and it's a blessing.
It is.
You know, so I now can say, you know, hearing you on the radio or seeing you on television, that's one thing. You know, what was that last month
Yeah.
when you were out at the center and you sung?
Oh.
It just, that is a blessing.
Yes, it is.
You know, and I don't care. I really feel that you were not or have not, as far as I'm concerned, I could be wrong. You have not gotten the recognition that I feel that you should have. And so it does me great pleasure to say if I had a plaque, an award, a certificate, a statue or something, you know, I want to do, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel that that is something that you really, really, truly deserve, you know, and you do my soul justice, you know, just listening to you.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
yes.
you, Jean.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Such a
much.
beautiful
Well, when you
voice.
get the plaque or the
I'ma
trophy
give
or
one.
whatever, I'll
I-
accept it.
You will.
Okay, I'll
and
accept it.
you
Grateful
think
and
I'm playing, but
humbling.
I am serious.
Okay.
And that is something I will take great pride and honor in doing.
I look
I
forward
love
to it.
I look forward to making it happen. I do.
Oh, wait. Now, see, now she's already in the planning stage for this entertainment festival that she will give you. And I can just help her, and we can just make this a real live thing.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to what you all are going to be doing in July, and we want to be there.
Oh, absolutely.
We want to be there.
Well, you need to be there. The 4th of July weekend, the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th of July this year, 2013. The Rhythm, Blues, and Funk Foundation is presenting the Midwest Vintage Woodstock Festival. Oh, it's going to be a time, honey. We're going to have music and entertainment, all kinds. We are having poets, we have soloists, we have ensembles, we have groups, we have musical bands, we have dancers, we have comedians, we have young and old. There'll be all races, all cultures, all genres of music. And it's going to start as early as 10 o'clock in the morning, and we'll go on to probably midnight.
How long has it taken you to plan this?
Well, actually, we started last year. Wow. Actually, we started last year. And I look forward to it because it's something different for me. My husband actually managed to be at the original Woodstock, which was in 1969. So 44 years coming to
Wow.
another one.
Wow.
It's going to be
So
on
you
like
say 44 years coming to another one. So that means in all that time, it has never happened again since that time? Is that what you're saying?
Not like that.
Wow.
That's going to be
They
That is
thought they were
awesome.
going to have somewhere between 10,000 to 50,000 people on this open farmland. We have almost 200 acres of land in the Kankakee County area, Pembroke Hopkins Park. And on this farm that they had it back in 1969, they thought they were going to have about 10 to 50,000 people. 500,000 people, 500,000 people converged on this land
Wow.
because of what the magnetism that music has. And just think, they did not have telephones like cell phones. They didn't have cell phones.
Yes.
they didn't have intranets. They didn't have the social media that we have now. So I expect this to blow up.
So people are going to, when they come to this event, they're going to be there for 4 days?
They can be. They're not obligated to. They can come and be there for just 1 day, or they can be there for 2 days or 3 days or 4 number.
What's the name of the foundation?
The Rhythm, Blues, and Funk Foundation.
Listen to that.
Rhythm, blues,
I
and
remember.
funk.
I remember that.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's going to be
That
great.
is really going to be interesting. You know, when I think about you, and you just mentioning your husband, a lot of times when into entertainment, you hear of marriages starting at 12 o'clock and by 12:10 they divorce. You know,
Yes.
some of them may go from the beginning of the month to the end of the month. And some individuals have made it, however long they may have made it. My question to you is, first of all, how long have you and your husband
We've been
married?
together 20 years.
20 years. And being in the industry for 20 years, as far as you are being married, how? How did the world, or how did the entertainment world not suck you all in? Because when I see you all don't look like y'all phony. You really look like you love each other.
We
Yes.
do.
You know,
We
like,
do.
smile, honey. You know I don't like you. Like, smile, because you know I just, I'm really not feeling you right now. How, for 20 years, have you all made it in
You
this
know what's
industry?
interesting, Jean? One of the things that we learned, there was a great man that I sang for, he and his wife, and that was the great Ossie Davis.
Oh.
And his great wife, who is still with us, Ruby D.
Uh-huh.
And I sang for them in New Jersey. And I think it might have been one of the newscasters that caught it one time, and they said, listen, how would you be married, because they had hit their 50th year anniversary together before his,
Wow.
before he passed away. And he said, how can you be married to a beautiful, talented woman for 50 years? Can you please enlighten us and tell us some of the secrets about how you can do that? Because he said, I've been married for 3 years and it's kind of like, up
Yeah.
and down.
Yeah.
He said, well, he says, it's not really that difficult. He says, and from the man's perspective, he said, just learn how to say, yes. Dear. And my husband and I picked that up, and every time there's something that's not just on the same level, I said, do you remember the late great Ossie Davis? And he'll say, yes, dear.
You know, that is amazing how
That's
that
a tip.
little snippet has passed on and on and on, because even with my husband, and we're young, and actually next month we'll be celebrating 1 year
Okay,
in regards to us
congratulations.
being married.
Congratulations.
And he tickles me because he always say to individuals, he said, if you really want to know how to make it, just say yes. Yes, dear. And so it's amazing how something even back then has come to this forefront, and he does it, and he does it very, very well. Yes, dear.
And we both have to do it. It's both male and female.
Because
I
I do
know
it.
we're running tight on
Yes,
some time here, but
yes.
here's what I want to say. We were never allowed to say when we're called, like if I were to call you, you're never allowed to say what, because that's a challenge. The answer always has to be yes. Why? Because it's an opening.
like
And it's an
that.
opportunity to see what the other one wants. And if you know that person, then you want to see what they want.
And
in
you
an
want to
opening.
please them.
That's right.
See,
Doesn't do it well.
that's the whole key. That's the key, ladies and gentlemen. We
That
want
is.
to please each other. We don't want to challenge each other, because we love each other.
Right.
So let's please each other. We're going to take a break and come back with the beautiful Miss Dena Spivey. And she's going to just
Sign.
sing. She's going to sing your night away. So just stay tuned. Go get that pen. Call that friend. And stay tuned in. We'll be right back.
funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Your looks are laughable, unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak? When you open it to speak, are you smart? Don't change your hair for me, not if you really, really care for me. Stay, little Valentine, stay. Each day is Valentine's Day. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak? When you open it to speak, tell me, are you smart? Don't you change your hair for me, not